Oh, I'm loving this full moon energy, aren't you? So, so thanks for reattending. So, hang on, I got to clean up my camera because I use my webcam, and clearly my webcam is a piece. So, hang on one second. I'm going to grab something to clean it. Oh, crap. Ha! Oh, crap. You know what? This is one of those days that you just got to roll with it because, the shit happens. What do you do? So, this is the second time I've had issues with that webcam, and it's only me. It's only me. Curtis has used it. My husband's used it. My kids have used it. They have never had a problem. Anytime I want to use it, it goes to hell. So I'm like, yeah, that's about right. So, oh well. So I think with my webcam, it has an issue with sound, or it just is not picking up the sound. So, like I said, I won't use that webcam anymore. So it's kind of funny because I just use the damn thing from my kitty. So I just use it. My cat's on the rail. I'm like, oh, this full moon's gonna be fun. So I don't know about you guys, but this full moon. Okay, so it's a full moon. It's a lunar eclipse. We're having some serious, like the solar energy right now. So we have like a geomagnetic storm going on, and then the Schumann resonance is starting to spike. So we're not out of the clear yet, guys. We'll get out of the clear most likely. I mean, if I had to stick a date on it, I'd probably say Wednesday before everything settles the hell down. So we still have until Wednesday. Just because it's a full moon right now doesn't mean it's just going to stop tomorrow. So nobody's getting sleep. At least last night we got a little bit more sleep. So, but the last 3 days, nobody has been sleeping. Massive headaches, massive migraines. You got to remember your third eye, your crown chakra, boom. So they're all getting blown open, and we really need to go outside and ground. Little difficult when it's 14 freaking degrees and it's snowing outside. So the biggest thing is that make sure that you try to ground down the best that you can. So that means hanging out in the basement, eating root vegetables, wearing red or black, eating, listening to anything on YouTube that might be more like open up your root chakra type stuff. So basically your heart, your throat, third eye, and your crown are all nice and open, but your sacral, your root, and solar plexus are getting shot to hell. So what that means is that everybody's going to have digestive issues. We're all having digestive issues, headaches, and body aches. Get your rest. Self-care is a must. So make sure that you're staying hydrated. Don't be drinking too much. But stay pretty hydrated with this stuff, guys. It's nasty energy out there. It really is. So I'm going to tell you, if you know anybody with mental health issues such as bipolarity, depression, schizophrenia, check in on your pals, okay? This energy between now and Wednesday, not easy. Not easy at all. So, we're all in here together. So just make sure you're checking in on some peeps. So just understand people that are depressed and possibly have suicidal issues, they're not going to reach out. That's a rare bird if they actually do. So just make sure that you're checking in on them. And just because, like I said, we're all in this together. It is a full moon. You want to stick your crystals out to charge. Watch out for the things like selenite, things like that, because selenite does kind of have the tendency to melt. So if you can stick them more by the window tonight, that'd be great. So the other thing is that I'm going to get you top 3 crystals. If you guys have issues with the full moon, like you don't sleep very well or you don't feel balanced with the full moon, the top 3 crystals is going to be selenite, because selenite is moon energy, right? So selenite is also known as Selene, which is named after the moon. So that's Latin for moon. The other one is moonstone. Duh, moonstone. So that's another one. And the last one's labradorite. So if you're having any issues with any of these, make sure that you're grabbing your crystals here. Not a bad idea to sleep with them if you want to. If you don't have a pocket, stick it in the bra. It's all good. So like I said, do what you guys need to do for self-care right now, because this energy, not easy. It's just not easy stuff. So I'm going to be uploading a video. I was talking about this before it kind of went crazy. But the biggest thing is that I'm going to be uploading a video here shortly about the top 5 crystals for how to manifest money. So again, I just want to thank everybody for following me up on here. If you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, please do so, because I'll be doing a lot more videos, a lot more freebies like this. and a lot less other stuff, because at this point I really just want to be able to teach. That's really where my passion's at. So I'm still doing individual readings. If you guys have any questions, of course, go to psychickelly.com and awakeningstore.com. Don't mind my kid. So like I said, this is a great platform to be able to not only to meet me and be able to talk to me, but also ask those questions. So I'm going to try to do as good as questions as I can. Sometimes we'll go a little bit deeper into some things because, again, this is a good teaching platform for everybody to kind of learn. So just want to kind of start there. So, okay. Mackenzie, when offered the job, should I take it? Yes, you should. Yeah, because your old job you're over it. You've learned and you've needed to learn at your job. It's time to move on. You know, the biggest thing, especially with men, but the biggest thing when it comes to careers and jobs, I'm going to tell you what, don't be loyal to a job. Don't. And I know that sounds awful, but it's true. Because if you're working for somebody and you don't like the job, get the hell out of there. Life's too damn short. I know too many people that have sat there and worked their ass off, never got a chance for retirement and died with a job that they didn't like. So the biggest thing I could tell you, if you don't like your job, get the hell out. Don't stay loyal to a job that isn't going to be loyal to you, because they'll replace your butt in less than a week. So don't ever stay loyal to a job. Stay loyal to people, not jobs. So, Emily, husband passed away a couple months ago. Something he's trying to tell me. You know, the biggest thing, Emily, here's the deal with this one. Is one, I'm gonna tell you that you should get a reading. Maybe not even by me, I don't care. But this is one of those where we got to go a little bit deeper with that, because you're in such a grieving state that your loved one is just sending a ton of signs your way. But if you're in a grieving state, you're not going to see them. You're just not. So, and they could be point blank obvious, and you just won't see them, especially if you're in a heavy grieving state. So the biggest thing is that if you see something that reminds you of him, so you hear a song, or you see somebody that looks a lot like him, you know, or you find his handwriting somewhere inadvertently, or something that reminds you of him, that is a sign. So the best thing to do is when you see a sign, acknowledge it. Because if you acknowledge that sign, it opens up the line of communication between you and them. And that only gives more signs on top of it. So the biggest thing is that signs are really subtle. Everybody wants to get the damn 2x4 and, dream about them. And I'm going to tell you, that's not that common. It's just not. But that's what everybody wants. And then they get frustrated when they don't get it, but yet they see all the other signs. So the biggest thing is when it comes to your loved ones, ask them to give you a sign. Don't be like, okay, if you're here, make the lights go on and off. I mean, that's too hard. Just ask them to give you a sign. And they will. Most of them will give signs within a few hours, if not minutes. So because your loved ones on the other side don't want you to suffer. They don't want to see you in pain. They don't want to see you grieving. They don't. They hate it, actually. So they want to see you happy, but us humans are weird. It's almost like we get happy in a grieving state. We feel guilty, like, oh gosh, I shouldn't be happy. So I'm like, no, you should be. That's what they want from you. That really is what they want. So, like I said, that's the biggest thing. What do I think about someone passing during this full moon? Would not surprise me. So and you may have noticed, in the last, probably 3 months, you've probably noticed a lot of birth and a lot of death. So we're just about on the outskirts of that. So that should just about be done. So, but that happens a lot, actually. Okay. Keith, writing your book. Yes, write your book. Yes, write the book. So, okay, let's see. When wanting to meet you for a year, lots of life changes, but we moved out of state. Wanted to know if move back home is in our future. Whitney, not for a while. Not for a while. So you got it. That's almost like an 8-year route. So you got a little bit of time with that. So you will, but not for a while. So what month will we find a house? Shelley, you're going to find one in April, beginning of April. So hang in there. You still got a few more months. So June is asking if her daughter's on the right path. Yes, finally, I will tell you yes. So I think she had some growing pains to do, but sounds like, it looks like to me that she's probably on the right path now. So, and it seems like she's a bit of an entrepreneur, so have her go. So absolutely have her go. Frankie, you're on the right path for now. That's going to be changing later on in the year. And when that opportunity presents itself, I want you to take it, because you're going to logically beat it to death when everything here is telling you to go for it, okay? So, Leslie, I'm making a good decision with everything. Well, hi Leslie, and hi Joan. So I just want to say hi. But yes, it sounds like we need to have a chat. So might be time for a reading. How to get rid of feelings of not being good enough, Kim? I'm going to tell you what. If you have issues with not feeling good enough, the core issue with this one, the core issue is the lack of love that you felt, that you didn't feel growing up without your biological father. So you fix that core issue and forgive the man for not giving you the love, attention, and affection that you deserved. Then you will start feeling more confident about yourself and really not giving two shits about what everybody else thinks. So it takes a lot of soul work to really work on stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, when you get past and when you get over that hump, it's great. It's great. So, because like I said, I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I really don't care what people think. I mean, I'm lucky enough to be able to have a lot of fans out there, but like I said, you gotta have some thick skin. You gotta get to a point where you're cool and comfortable enough in your own skin, knowing who you are and not asking for other people's opinions. You don't need to. Sharon is asking about new business. Sharon, the business is going to be good, but I really want to make sure that you know how to market effectively and really get out there on social media. You know, here's the deal with a lot of business owners is that I own two businesses. Okay, so I get it, but where businesses fail is where they're the weakest. Everybody's good at doing their job, but where people fail is where they're weak kneed. So know your weaknesses, and you can't be an ostrich and bury your head in the damn sand if you aren't good at it. Educate yourself. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube nowadays that you can learn yourself. So you don't have to necessarily go back to school. You can learn it for free. So the biggest thing is that I want to make sure that you know your weaknesses and that you work on your weaknesses. And if you can't, you hire somebody to help you out with that. So that's the biggest thing I could tell businesses, is because a lot of them have the best intent, and a lot of women have the best intent, but they don't get paid what they're worth. So make sure that you're getting paid what you're worth, because us girls have an issue with that. And I think that's just society in general. But no, you get paid with what you're worth, and things will start to go up from there. Okay. Tracy, will I get pregnant in the next couple months? 3 months. Got to give that one 3. So 3 months, and then I'll say yes. So Tori, you hang in there, sister. You hang in there. So yes. Brenda 316. Stay with your current job for now. Wait until about mid-April, and there's a big crossroads with you, and then you'll be able to get something different. So just hang in there for now. Friend is acting very different. What do I do without hurting feelings? You know, Isabella, here's the deal, is that if it's a true friend, they're going to tell you how they feel. If it's a true friend, they're going to be able to pick up the phone and call you and talk to you unequivocally and not worry about getting judged. So that means to tell me, that's not a friend. That's an acquaintance. Know your friends, know your acquaintances. There's a big difference in that. That what you just asked me, I'm going to tell you, let's put him in the acquaintance category, because a friend would never do that. So, and I am loyal to my friends, acquaintances, I'll say hi to, but I don't share my hopes, ambitions, and dreams with acquaintances. I do that with my friends because they don't judge me. And we speak truth. That's it. We don't always agree all the time, but that's okay. Who gives? So that doesn't mean that we disrespect each other. We just don't. But that's what friends do. See. Jennifer. Medical issues last few months. Jennifer, I'm going to tell you what, the problem that you have with a lot of women too is you're self-sacrificing way too much. Knock it off. Say no. How about that? That's going to be your favorite word for this year. No. Be selfish. And I don't mean that we're going to hurt people's feelings. That's not what I'm talking about. But you're too big of an empath and you're self-sacrificing way too much for people who wouldn't do it for you. Okay? So learn how to say no and start taking care of you. Because in the long run of things, you are the only one who's going to take care of you. You can't expect anybody else to do it because it ain't going to happen. So that's the biggest thing I can tell you is you start taking care of you. You're self-sacrificing way too much. Job interview Sunday. Dominique, go for it, sister. You got this locked down. Please. This is good. You got it. You got it. Tori, you'll get your answer here pretty quick. Just hang in there with the court stuff. You guys have to understand. I got these are blowing up. Okay. I have to come. I have to do this a different way maybe next time because I can't hardly read these. They're going so fast. Okay. Johnny is asking if her store is going to be successful. Yes. Again, just like I spoke about, market and advertise it effectively, especially on social media. Why not? It's free. Okay. Lynn, you're claustrophobic most likely because of a past life issue. So a lot of times when we have phobias in this life, it has to do with either trauma that happened in this life or a particular way that you died in a previous life. So usually it's one of those two. So if you haven't had any major trauma in this life with claustrophobia, then maybe it could be a previous life or a past life. Vicky's asking how she can heal the relationship with her mother. So Vicky, I'll tell you, the best thing I can tell you is don't expect an outcome. Speak your truth, be kind, but don't expect a response. Don't expect a particular outcome. Don't expect. No expectations. I know that so many more people have gotten burned on expectations and hope than reality. So that's the best thing I can tell you is if you're going to talk to your mom, be honest, be real, be kind, but speak your truth. And also understand, look at how your mother was raised. Look at how she was raised. So that forgive her for what she doesn't know. So if she never had a good mom or mom died early, she's not going to know how to relate to women. So the biggest thing I can tell you is look at how she was raised and forgive her for what she doesn't understand or for what you're not getting out of the relationship. But at the same time, speak your truth. But there's a way to be nice about it and there's a way to be a butthole. Obviously, we're going to be nice about it, right? So, okay. How or when do I tell my husband about my gifts? Josie, just wait. Just wait. It never fails. That's kind of how I started with my mother. We were at a stoplight, and I said, "Hey, Ma, do you remember back in when we were 16, how they always said, 1001, 1002, 1003?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, at stoplight." She goes, "Oh yeah." So we get a couple miles down the road. She stops at a stoplight, and she looks over at me. She goes, 1001, 1002, 1003. Kind of smart assy, right? So she starts to pull out. And she immediately stops, and I wasn't paying attention. And I look over, and there's a semi that went through the red light that absolutely would have hit me on the side and probably killed us both. So that's when my mother looked at me, and she goes, "Okay, there's something to this." I'm like, "Yeah." So just wait. Something will come out where there will be just enough evidence that you can't not believe it. So hopefully that one helps. Okay. Whitney, financially, what does my future look like? It depends on you. It really does. Because here's the deal with money is if you envision what it's like to have money in your bank, you're going to get more money. If you're constantly worrying about money, then you're not going to have enough money. It's your thoughts. It is the way that you think about money that's going to either make it or break it for you. So it wasn't until I understood this when I lived in a trailer. So when I was living in a trailer, I had broke mind, okay? Every book that I read all said you got to control your mind. So I started to learn how to meditate. And I quickly realized that my mother taught me how to be broke-minded. Not accidentally, of course, but she's been through the dirty 30s. I wasn't. So she got me thinking about how to worry about money. So she taught me how to worry. And so once I realized I'm taking on my mom's idea of money, it really changed everything up. So I've learned I don't talk to my mom about money anymore because she's a trigger. So she doesn't mean to be, she just is. So I've learned not to talk to her about money anymore because it makes me go automatically broke-minded. So your thoughts create your reality. That's why you see 1111. So that is just Spirit's way of saying, you're tapped in, girl. You're tapped in, or guy. So, but what is it that you want? Clear your mind. What is it that you want? And a lot of people worry about what they don't want. And so their thoughts are always on what they don't want. And then when it happens, they're like, I knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. I'm like, you brought it to your doorstep. So the biggest thing I can tell you is that if you want money, here's the 2 tricks I'm going to tell you. It's easy, okay? If you want money, you're going to envision the amount of money. I want more money. How much money you want. Write that shit down on a piece of paper, and you're going to look at it every single day when you wake up. And all you're going to do for 7 seconds a day, that's all it takes, 7 seconds. If you do it more, that's even better. So we're going to imagine what it's like to have money in the bank. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What's it smell like? Not, what am I going to spend my money on? I got to pay for this, pay for that. No, just what does it feel like in the bank account? What does it look like with a check with your name on it? What's it smell like? What's it look like in dollar bills? 7 seconds a day. That's all you have to do. And all of a sudden, weird stuff's going to start happening. Because Spirit Guide's like, oh, we got some vibes going on. And so all of a sudden, these weird things are going to start happening. But understand what all this money goes into, like an escrow account. So the more energy and effort you put towards it, the faster this escrow account's going to get full. And when this escrow account gets full, boom, there you go. You manifested money. And it will come in ways that you cannot expect. So don't worry about how or when or what. Your job is to simply imagine what it's like to have it. That's it. Keep this shit simple. Keep things simple. Don't keep it complicated because you'll block yourself from the allowance of getting it in, okay? So that's Law of Attraction 101, really simple shit, right? All you have to do. That's it. So don't worry about how. So, okay, let's see here. Jamie's been battling with IVF. So Jamie, here's the deal with this one. Most likely your father was a workaholic and your husband's also a workaholic. So basically put, you need some damn hugs. I know that sounds stupid, but believe it or not, I want more hugs with you, Jamie. So I want more love, attention, affection. I don't care if it makes you uncomfortable. That's what you need. Okay? So that's one that I'm going to tell you that a lot of this boils back to your dad. And most likely was a workaholic. Good dad, good dude, just not huggy, kissy, lovey, type of guy. And most likely he married somebody like that. So the biggest thing is, like I said, more love, attention, affection. That's really going to help out. Amber, if you have thinning hair, double check on the hormones and the thyroid, especially thyroid. So it could be an autoimmune response. It could be a hormonal response. It's one of the two. So that's one of those that you'll have to kind of get tested out and see. Unless you were like really, really super stressed out, because that can happen too. So, it's just coming in so fast, guys. Will my daughter find her happily ever after? Yes, but later this year. Any spiritual items for baby's nursery? Ooh. So rose quartz all the way. Rose quartz and actually kunzite. Ooh, kunzite would be even better, because what kunzite does is bonds mother and baby together. So kunzite is always a good one. Rose quartz, that's always wonderful. So anything for the heart chakra. So will the guy I've been dating come back around? Amanda? No. Nope, he's gone. He's out the door. He ain't coming back. So, and I'm going to tell you what. I wouldn't play second fiddle to anybody. If he comes back, I am not your second place. Bye now. So, Oh my gosh, these things. You know, Amy, that's a good one. Amy Kula, I'm going to answer that one. She asked, why is my dad an alcoholic? If guys are alcoholics, 9 times out of 10, it's because their father was heavy-handed and usually a mean son of a bitch. So that's the biggest thing I can tell you is it's really, honestly, verbal, emotional, physical abuse of a small boy by their biological father. So they drink alcohol to ease the anger of the way that they were raised, so they can ease the anger and forget about it. So some guys, when they drink after being abused like that, will be really big lovies, and other guys will be mean sons of bitches. So it really is. Now, if women are alcoholics, that's a different cat. So, but if men are alcoholics, 9 times out of 10, it really is because their dad was a mean son of a bitch. So forgive them. Again, forgiveness is key in all this. You guys are going to get sick of hearing me say you need to meditate and forgive, but it's true. So best crystals for infertility. Anything orange. It's the sacral chakra. That's also known as the water chakra. So any water, listening to water, having like some sort of a water feature in the bedroom. Hey. So anything orange, wearing orange, smelling orange, diffusing orange oil, eating oranges, sweet potatoes, anything like that. Boom, that's good. So we want to open up that chakra. Best crystals are carnelian, Torrelia agate, and probably, yeah, those are the best ones. Carnelian and what's the other one? Probably like Brecciata jasper or something along those lines. So something a little bit reddy orange. So, okay. Molly, you got some really positive upswings coming, so hang in there, girl. That's good. You got good stuff coming, especially after February 15th. Boom, that's good stuff. Will my friend get pregnant this year? Yes. Ooh, that poor thing's got lots of issues. So, but yes, but we got to wait a while. So I hate to say that, but that's going to be up and down, up and down, up and down, emotionally speaking. Nina said she just quit her job. Did you see a job offer coming soon? I do. First week in February. Yes. Trina's asking if she's going to get the house. Not only yes, but hell yes. The biggest thing is make sure if you buy a house, first thing that we want to do with that house, sage it. We want to get their damn energy out and get your energy in. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sage it. Always sage a brand new house. You want to sell your house? Sage it. So it's amazing to me how many realtors I have that come in and buy a ton of sage. It's so funny. I'm like, they'll buy like 8 sticks. I'm like, must be a realtor. They're like, yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, yeah, because it helps to sell the house. So somebody was asking me if there's such thing as a curse or bad luck. And I'm going to tell you what, no such thing as curses. I'm sorry, personally, I don't believe in them. So same with psychic attacks. If you believe that you are cursed, if you believe that you are under attack, I'm going to tell you that's a victim mentality and it's bullshit. So I don't believe in them at all. That's not my game. I'll call you out on it because that means to tell me that most likely you're a victim mentality, and victim mentalities always have bad things happen because they're always in victim mode. They're always in a negative mindset. Remember, your thoughts create your reality. So that's why I'm like going, no, usually it's the victim mindset. Oh, poor me. Everything always happens to me. I'm like, you're asking the universe to give you more crap. I'm like, well, just say that. Just switch the thought. Just like, you know what? I got good luck. I've got good luck. I know today is going to be a good day, and I got good luck on my side. And watch and see what happens throughout the day. You will notice a huge difference because the last 5 minutes of your day and the first 5 minutes of your day will determine the next 24 hours of your life. So if you wake up in a bad mood and go to bed in a bad mood, your next day's shot. It's shot. So the biggest thing I can tell you is before you go to bed, let go of the day. Don't just let it go. Tomorrow's a new day. So when you wake up in the morning, get your ass out of bed. Do the 5-second rule. So you have 5 seconds before your brain says, I got to get up. And then you got 5 seconds of the ego to go, yeah, but you can push the snooze. 5 seconds. Get your butt out of bed in less than 5. So I believe Mel Robbins does an excellent job. Robinson does an excellent job of doing this kind of like countdown to 5 and then, pulsing her ass out of bed. So that's the biggest thing I tell you is you have 5 seconds. Because you know damn well when that commercial comes on the TV, you're like, yeah, I need to get up and do the laundry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, I'll do it next commercial. I'm like, that's what gets you in trouble. So that's the procrastination. So you have 5 seconds when that thought enters your mind to get up and actually do something, okay? Tips to strengthen intuition. Meditate, 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 meditate. So meditate. You learn how to control your thoughts. That opens this up because what it does is it splits the brain. Right brain is intuitive. Left brain is logical. We split this timing up a little bit so you can pay attention to the right brain more and shut down your ego. So 35 years old, found out have different biological father and siblings. Are they part of my soul family? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So, yep, you're damn skippy they are. Will my boyfriend ever propose marriage? Miss Libra Scorpio cusp. I love that. So he will, but stop talking about it. He's got the ring. Every time you say something about a wedding or something like that, like legit here, he's like going like this. He's like, oh, tonight's the night. And then you're like, hey, let's talk about marriage and wedding. He's like, and then we're just going to wait another few more weeks. I'm like, stop talking about it. So you're putting it out there for him. I'm like, don't. He wants to genuinely surprise you. Let him do his job. So, okay. Did I truly find my soulmate, Melinda? Here's why I'm stuttering on that. If you're even questioning it, then probably not. So, because let's be real. If you're like, oh, is this the love of my life? I don't know. If you have questions, it's not him. So don't get me wrong. As soulmate relationships have arguments, they have disagreements. Hello, of course. So, but the biggest thing is that you're not going to question a soulmate relationship. You're not going to question a twin flame relationship. You're not going to do that. So that's why I'm like going, if you're questioning it, that means to tell me that there's work that needs to be done within the relationship and truth needs to be spoken. And especially within relationships, I always tell people, if you can't be real with your partner, who the hell can you be real with? If you can't tell your partner what exactly you need when it comes to emotions, when it comes to bedroom issues, when it comes to everything else, if you can't tell your partner what you like and what you need, then you're just lying to yourself. You can't be mad at somebody else for expecting to know what you like if you've never even mentioned it, said it, or anything else. Nobody's that good of a damn mind reader. I don't even read minds that well, and I'm psychic. So that's the biggest thing is I'm like, you got to have open, honest discussions. That's what date night's for. If you're going to go on date night, make sure that you're going on a date night to a new and different location. Don't go to the same old thing because nobody ever talks that same old shit. So go to a brand new place. Go somewhere totally different because it's going to force the two of you together and force communication. So that's the best thing I can always tell. And I don't care if you've been married for 20 years, date night is mandatory. You should have date night once a month, just the two of you. And it doesn't have to be on a Friday, Saturday night. It could be a damn Monday night. It could be a lunch date. But dating is important within a relationship. If you want to be dated, got to tell your man, got to tell your girl. So again, open communication here. Okay. Lindsay, your husband is going to find a job closer to home. Hang in there, but it's not going to be till about July or August. So just hang in there, sister. So that would be hard to have a partner who is who's not around or not available. That's tough because you're quite literally a single mother. So, but just hang in there. You're raising them kids good. I'm not worried about it. You really are. Kelly's asking if I see anything in the relationship front for me this year. Ooh, I do, but not until about September, October. So, and let the guy lead. Here's the deal with this one. Let him lead. So don't be calling him. Don't be texting him. No. He's got to chase you. So be available. So that's a good one for us ladies. We always like to get in there and fix it and be like, oh, let's have a date over here, over there. I'm like, no. If he's interested, he'll chase your ass. If he's not, then you're a plan B. I don't do plan Bs. No. So I'm like, I'm nobody's safety net. I don't think so. If I'm not number one in your game, then I'm not anywhere in your life. I don't need to be. So, okay. Because my husband chased me hard. So I didn't even want to date him. So, but he kept chasing me and kept coming around. So finally I said yes. And it's been great. So, don't get me wrong. We have our arguments. We have our disagreements. But who doesn't? That's just being real. I don't care how spiritually enlightened you are. You're gonna have disagreements. You're human for shit's sake. So, Dawn, you are more than no, you're an empath. So you're an intuitive empath. How about that? I'll give you that title. So Rachel's asking if she's going to find success in Minneapolis. Oh yes, you will. So as a matter of fact, there's going to be up to 2 jobs that you're going to have to go. Ooh, which one's better? Trust the gut. Again, don't use that logic. If it feels right, it's a yes. Go with the gut. Okay. Elizabeth. No, not yet. Don't have that surgery yet. It's just wait till the end of the year and go back in on that. So, yeah, just Elizabeth's asking if she should do weight loss surgery. I'm going to tell you wait on that. Wait till November of this year to decide. It's just this year is not, no, it's because I'm afraid that surgery isn't going to be good for the body. For you, you're going to like reject it or something. I'm like, just wait until November. The timing about that's not right. So Lily's asking if she's going to move next year. Yep. Tara's asking kids for this year. Ooh. Oh man, you're gonna get pregnant in December, so not for a little bit yet. Kelly's asking, hey, accepted a new job and I'm not confident it's going to work out. You said last time it would. Now I'm freaking out. Well, I stand by what I said. So that's, I'm like, it'll work out. Like a lot of times we don't see the forest through the trees. Hang in there. At the very least, you're going to learn a lesson, but I'm not worried about that. I still think it's going to work out just fine. So it really will. So hard having my husband gone, but will our business succeed? Carol's asking. Yep. This is a turnabout year for you in the business. Huge turnabout year. So tomorrow is my mom's 3-year death anniversary. How do I know if she's around? You know, I really don't want to get my glasses on, but I'm to that point. I can't freaking see. Does my mom have breast cancer, Roberta? It depends. I need to know if she holds on to resentment with her partner or her husband. So, so that it depends. I guess I need to see her to know for sure. I'm a person that I can read faces as far as illnesses on faces. So I almost kind of need to see. So, will I be in a relationship with T? Yes, you will. Hang in there. So, but be cool. Gotta be cool. So, will my husband recover and go through an awakening? Not for a while. He's going to be a slow one if he does go through an awakening. So, will we? Hey, Steven, can you get my purse, please? I can't see. I'm tapping out. I'm getting my glasses on. So it's in my purse over there. So I'll own it. I am 43 years old and I cannot freaking read this shit. So I have to get my glasses on. I can't see. I'm to that point. So, because I'm having to, what? I don't know where. Oh, I got it right here. My bad. Thank you. So that's my son. That's Steven. He is officially taller than me. So, and he's the youngest one. So, okay, no laughing at me here now. So no laughing because, well, I'm old. So, and I don't care. Can't see. Oh, there we go. No, the questions were fine. Danny was like, too many people, so many questions. I'm like, no, actually, I was having to squint so I could read it. So I'm good now. Advice for codependency. You know, Elizabeth, that's going to go back to how you were raised by your dad. So look at how you were raised by your dad and he must have died early or he wasn't around. So like I said, this boils back to your dad and a possible abandonment issue with your dad. So yeah. All right. Will my daughter ever be okay? Roberta, that's another one. Look at how she was raised by her dad. That is her core issue. She fixes that. Everything else is going to be fine. Tara's asking if she should change jobs now or wait till summer. Go ahead. Change them. Go ahead. I wouldn't wait for the summer. Not for that one. So no, go ahead and change it. Mercury retrograde is going to be happening for a while here. So green light. So will my daughter and I get along better this year, Francesca? Let me give you some words of advice. Yes, you will, but here's the deal with your daughter. She's an indigo like me. You can't tell her what to do. So indigos, if you start the sentence with you need to, an indigo is going to do the opposite and rebel against it just to prove a point. So if you start that sentence with you need to, end of conversation. It's all like Donkey Kong. So if you start the sentence with I think, I need, I feel, she'll do whatever you want. So make sure that you're verbalizing, make sure that you're saying the right words as not to offend. So, and I know that you don't mean to because you're truly trying to give her advice and she's rebelling against it. I'm like, it's because you're saying it wrong. So that's the biggest thing I can tell you is you're saying it wrong. So just make sure that you start that sentence with I think, I need, I feel. She'll do whatever you want, all right? Starting a new business, will it succeed? Bells, it will. It's going to start off great and then go down. So make sure that we keep that nice plateau, and that means you got to grind. So because it's going to start off great and then and that's normal. It really is. When it starts a business, it's almost like you take a leap of faith, you jump off the damn cliff, and you kind of fall and you get scraped up. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a sec, what the hell am I doing? It's game on. And so then we get into that grind mode, and then all of a sudden you start to kind of catch your air, catch the wings, and start going. So the biggest thing is that I don't want you to quit. That's all there is to it. You can't tap out. There's no tapping out when starting a business. You have got to grind, because if you tap out, your business will fail. It absolutely will. All right. How do I strengthen my connection to spirit? Meditate. Number 2, ask them to come through in dream states. Dreaming is another really great way of opening up the subconscious. So ask them to come through in dream states. Ask your spirit guides to come through in dream states. They will. They will. Usually your spirit guides are people who you don't know. So they're not necessarily loved ones, although loved ones can come in. So, but that's the biggest thing, is that ask them to come in or just be a little bit more vocal. But meditation is really how we amplify abilities. I also came out with a program called Enlightenment Academy to help teach the next generation of psychic mediums and healers. So that is not this weekend. It's actually starting next week, and I have 2 more spots available. And that is all day Friday, all day Saturday, half a day on Sunday. So it is a weekend-long intensive class. So if you're interested, head to my website, psychickelly.com. But again, that is that kind of I'm here to teach the next generation of psychic mediums. I'm tired of, going to learn some new things and like, let's just learn how to meditate. I'm like, oh, hell no. Show me how to read people. Teach me what the hell clairvoyance is in a way that I'm not only going to understand it, but then I can start using it. So that's why I did Enlightenment Academy, because I didn't like the way things were being taught. So because I wanted to learn more. So that's why I came out with that. Okay. Who is trying to contact me through my kitchen lights? Kristen, it's probably you. So, and here's why I have to say that, is because when people like me always have electronic issues. So I always have to have a piece of shungite around, or I'm going to fritz some shit out. So it probably is you causing that energy, because when you're not thinking, you're meditating. You're not meditating, you were tapping in. You tap in, that connection here to here amplifies, and it sends out like a shock wave. Boom, 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 boom. That's why, how many of you guys have noticed that when you're driving, streetlights go out? It's your energy causing the streetlight to go out because you're not thinking of anything, you're meditating. And as a result, boom, your auric field goes out and it breaks stuff up. So that, most likely, I'm going to say that's you. That's you and your energy doing it. It gets really fun when you're trying to go get checked out of a freaking line, and they're like, oh, well, my computer doesn't work, and I don't know why. And then you go to the next line, they're like, oh, my computer broke too. I'm like, just keep your shit. I'm out. So it usually happens with me all the time. So I really try not to go shopping after I get done with my readings because I frit stuff out too much. All right. Rebecca, you're in a grieving state. You need to wait for grandma to come in. So you have to get out of a deep, deep grieving state because you are not up vibrationally enough to even catch what she's throwing down. You're under the water and she's on top of the water. We got to get your head above water. Then you'll start to see the signs. Sarah's asking, health is bad since husband moved out. Is he coming back home? No. And Sarah, the reason why your health is bad is because of your thoughts. It really is because that you're grieving, Toots. You're grieving and you're stressed out. So the biggest thing I can tell you is fix those two emotions. A person cannot fix it for you. You have to do it yourself. Sucks. So, but it's true. Okay. Kelsey, that is your spirit guide saying hi. Kelsey Sheridan's asking, purple feathers, hawks, relentless dogs, someone trying to reach me. I'm going to tell you most likely that your spirit guide's just trying to get a hold of your attention and letting you know that you're connected. Letting you know that you're connected. Keep receiving coins. Who's sending them? Kelly, that is your dad's dad. That's actually your grandpa. Okay. Why did my crystal get hot then freezing cold while meditating? Ooh. That's because it did its job. So if you're holding a crystal and you get sweaty, tingles, you feel weird, stuff like that, I'm going to tell you what that is vibrationally it's raising your vibes so quickly that it's causing an actual physical effect. When you don't need it anymore, it gets cold and you don't feel it. So I'm going to tell you, most likely that crystal, since you got warm and then it got cold, I'm willing to bet money that crystal is going to disappear. So because when you don't need it anymore, the crystal will disappear. When you need it, it will reappear. So that's the biggest thing, is that if a crystal breaks or you lose it, I'm going to tell you what, you don't need it anymore. I have a lot of people that come into awakenings and they're like, hey, I lost my rose quartz. I need to get another one. I'm like, stop. No, you don't get another rose quartz. You lost it for a reason. Now, if you want to get something else that's pink or green, fine, but you can't get another rose quartz because vibrationally speaking, that tells me that you are then in alignment with that vibration, the same vibration of that crystal. Because here's the deal. Two vibrations get together like this and they go they go huge. So, that shock wave will have you, weirdly enough, just lose the damn crystal. I don't know why that happens, but it just does, or breaks. So either way, you don't need them. So, somebody's asking, Melinda's asking if her best friend is on the correct treatment for her mental issues. Still needs some tweaking. It's not right yet. She's got to get some tweaking done. So I'll tell you what, like I said earlier, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but if you know somebody with mental health issues, you need to keep a damn eye on them, and at least until next Wednesday. The energy between now and Wednesday is difficult. So if all of a sudden you get hit with tired or hit with an emotion or hit with something, you can blame it on the full moon, you can blame it on the eclipse, you can blame it on the geomagnetic storm, or you can blame it on the Schumann resonance, because all of them are going nuts right now. So the biggest thing is that when you have them in emotion bubble up, deal with it. Don't stuff it down with drugs and alcohol. Deal with it. So not easy, but doable with practice. Michelle's asking if her health is okay. Yes, but make sure that you take a multivitamin because you get really low on like iron and manganese and vitamin D and B and all this other stuff. So take a multivitamin, would you please? Because you're burning out pretty quick, Michelle. Okay. Will I find a job by spring? Stacy's asking. Actually, if I'm on early spring, so yes. Yep. Somebody's seeing the significance of 1, 2, 3, 4. They keep seeing it. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is Spirit's way of saying, you know what you need to change, get to going. All right. You know what you need to change, do it. If you see 555, that's spirit's way of saying, you know what, we're done waiting on you. We're just going to do it for you. So fives are changes are near. 1, 2, 3, 4 is spirit's way of saying, you know damn well what you need to change. Get to going. So that could be a job, relationship, vehicle. It could be anything. So, but the biggest thing is that if you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, change it up. You know what you need to do. So Leslie Hanson just wants me to say hi to Joan. Hi, Joan. How are you, Joan? So, Danny's asking, post-divorce a year, will I find love again? Yeah, you will. In July. Ooh, and it's somebody you already know. So, this should be fun. Oh, let me know how that one goes. I'm excited. I love those because I never hear back. Or somebody will come in and be like, oh my God, you said I was going to find this weird bearded dude. And all of a sudden I found him. I'm like, yay. So, Amber, ways to get unstuck. 2 things, I'm going to tell you. Number 1, come up with some short-term goals. What I mean by short-term goals is we're going to come up with a list of 3 goals that you want to hit in 6 months and a list of 5 goals you'd like to hit within a year. And then number 2, follow the damn curiosity. If you're curious about learning how to play the guitar, go. If you want to learn how to crochet, go. You want to learn a different language, do it. So follow your curiosity. That just means to tell me that you've hit all your benchmarks and you don't know what else to do. So like I said, let's come up with some goals, shall we? Julie is saying, please help me with relationship troubles. First things first, date night. Second thing, speak your truth. Third thing, look at how he was raised by his mother. Forgive him. Oh, bless his heart. So, but at the same time, if you guys need counseling, I'm going to tell you what, there ain't a damn thing wrong with counseling. I don't care if you've been married for 20 years or if you've been married for 5. If you have trouble communicating within your relationship, get a mediator in there. Get somebody in there that can help you to open up the lines of communication. So remember, it takes 2 people to tango, okay? If one person's tapping out, then they're tapping out. There ain't a damn thing you could do to get them to fall back in love with you. Don't work that way. So it takes 2 people to have a party. If one person doesn't want to party, well, then you're just going to party by yourself. So, okay. Really learn how to love, not to worry so much about my adult 20-something children. Amy, you raise good kids. I know your kids. Are you kidding me? So trust me, if they have anything going wrong, they're going to you. In the meantime, Amy, time for you to get some goals too. So, because your goal up to this point was taking care of your babies. And you are the caregiver. If you aren't caring for something, which you're caring for puppies, but if you're not caring for somebody or something, you're not happy. So we need to get you something that is gonna get you back up on your feet as far as caregiving is concerned. What's wrong with your shoulder? Susie, your shoulder hurts because you literally take the burden of your children and everybody else and make it your own. So if your kids are in pain, you're in pain. I'm like, no. So don't over empathize. So that's what shoulder issues are. You're shouldering the burden of other people's problems. No, you don't have to. So I'm sorry, if they're not willing to do the damn work themselves, let them fall. So a lot of moms have issues with letting their children fail. Let them fail. That's how they grow. Otherwise, you're enabling them. And the reason why a mother enables their children is because they either have guilt or it's because they don't have anything outside of the family. They've got no life outside of the family. So don't enable your kids. Let them fall. So that's your job is to raise your kids to 18 years old to be good members of society and get the hell out of the house. That's the goal. So, but a lot of moms are like, oh, my job as a mom. I'm like, well, when those kids leave, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So you can't sit there and necessarily follow them all over, although some mothers do. So, and every circumstance is different too. So, but at the same time, like I said, the biggest thing I can tell you is to not enable your children. Give them the phone. I'm sorry, but Steven over here, he's 14 years old. If I'll give him the damn phone to order pizza. Well, can't you? No, order a pizza. So here's my credit card number. Figure it out. So it's things like that they got to learn how to do themselves. So, because like I said, 18, get out. So, all right. On the right path of a Lindsay, hell yes, you're a special ed teacher. Oh gosh, yeah. So not only yes, how about this? Not only yes, but hell yes to you being a sped teacher. Yeah. Dominique's asked if she should move to Texas. Actually, that's not bad for you. I'm not going to say no to that. So if stuff lines up, I'm going to say hell yeah. Amanda, you got a little bit of more time yet. So if you're starting your relationship with your forever man, you got a little bit more time yet. Hang in there. So do dream office space dawn this year. Late year. So late in the year. Andy's asking, will I change jobs soon? I hope so, because sorry, your job sucks. And you really work with stupid people. So you do. So I'm like, bail. Yes, Jasmine's asking if she's going to get the assistant principal position. Yes. As a matter of fact, I'll put in a prayer for you because that's a perfect position for you because you're ready to change some shit up. I'm like, this is a good position. I want people like you in that position to make changes for kids of mine. I'm like, yep. Okay. Lynn's asking if Dylan's her spirit guide. I'm going to say a stand-in spirit guide. I'll count that. So, Melissa's asking, should she look for a new job this year? Yes, but not until later summer, August, September. So, Michelle's asking, get ready to launch a new business. Good move. Actually, it's a great move. That's a really good move. Yep, absolutely. Cass is asking if she's going to win the lottery this year. Good luck to you, but no. So I won't either. How long for the drama to settle down? Then grandma's estate. Drama is horrible. Rebecca, here's the deal. I hate to tell you this, but it's not your issue. That issue belongs to your mother or your father. I believe that's your mom's mom that crossed over. Let your mom handle it. It's sorry, but you're a grandkid. It's none of your business. So that's why I'm like, stay out of it. So, and I think that's where a lot of families get into trouble, that people don't necessarily know their place. I'm sorry, but you're a grandkid. Let your mom deal with the estate because that's her job. That's your job. So, Eric got home. So, are you laughing at? Are you? Oh, it's Haley. So, hi, I'm doing live video. So, what?
On YouTube?
Huh?
Okay.
Can you go where? Tonight?
Yes.
Well, I said yeah. Well, I thought tomorrow night. So, sorry. Hang on. Are you going now? Is somebody picking you up?
Oh. Are you doing it right on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to come in? Come say hi. So this is my step kid. She's awesome. I like seriously have one of the best step kids ever. So this is Haley. Clearly she just got back from McDonald's.
Yeah.
So and then this is my son Steven and my dog Templeton. So
I pick up Candy, but she's looking my foot.
yeah, I know. So okay, yes, you can go. So that's fine. This is just half of my life. Welcome to it, right? Hey. La la la. Okay, Hillary's asking, am I going to get the rate pay I'm asking for the new job? Yes and no. They're going to pay you a little less, but they're going to give you more in like insurance or some weird shit like that. So yes and no. Yes, you'll get the pay, but a little under, but you'll get another thing bonus. So what am I drinking? Captain and Coke. So why? Because I can, and it's Friday night and I want to. So I have a lot of people. I was out the other day and I had somebody come up to me and I was eating a cheeseburger, fries, and I was having a Captain and Coke. And I legit had somebody come up to me in Omaha go, you're a spiritual leader here in Omaha and the community. You know, you really shouldn't be out drinking. You should be eating vegan food and not drinking alcohol. And I'm like, fuck you for judging me. Have a good night. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm human. Yes, I can have a cocktail if I want to. And again, somebody has a problem with it. It's not like I'm slurring my words or I'm an alcoholic. This is my first cocktail. I want to have a cocktail. So that's why I said, grab your cocktails. Let's have a chat. That's what we're doing. So, okay. Right? Somebody's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So that's who I am. Like, I don't care about other people's opinions on me. I really don't. But I've learned a long time ago, people are going to judge no matter what. So I don't care. That's right. I'm an adult. So I'm an adult that can't see with my glasses. I'm going to join a beer with you. Anyway, Candace. Okay. I'm wiped out after being back to work this week. High school teacher. Shit, oh dear, Kristen. I feel for you, sister. I really honestly feel for my teachers, counselors, nurses, and my paramedic, firefighter, cop friends. So sorry. This week is hell. As a matter of fact, it ain't gonna it's not gonna lessen up until Wednesday. So that's why I'm like, oh Lord, just duck and weave. Caffeine is your friend. So, bye. So yeah. Will my husband find his lake home, Michelle? Yeah, but it's going to be a little over budget. So, checking. Hey, you guys will be able to afford it. You're good. So, you're good. Let's see here. Do I have anything to worry about with my boobs? Carol. Don't hold on to resentment with exes. How about that? So, you hold on to resentment with exes or husbands, that's where we get breast cancer, or holding on to resentment with our children or something that happened to our children. So that's where breast cancer usually 9 times out of 10, that's where it comes from. So hello from Pittsburgh. Woohoo! So will I have energy again? Hell if I know. I'm like, everybody's been tired and crabby and cranky, and it's going to get better though. It'll get better. Somebody just said I gave a husband third eye. Oh, you're welcome. I read your husband. Fabulous. Yes, the 3 knocks was your grandma, Rebecca. Yep, that was your grandma. So you wanted a sign. Well, there you go. You got one. So, Frankie's asking, will I get pregnant? You will. What's the word? You're going to have a baby, but here's the deal with this one is that after you have fun, you need to be on the bottom. So don't be on top, be on the bottom. How about that? And I do not want you getting up for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. So you're getting up too fast to go pee. That's a no-go for you. Okay. Future Brett's Nursery. Yes, your aunt is a stand-in spirit guide. Not fully, but stand-in. Do you need... what do I need to change to get my health back in check? Cut sugar. Lindsay, no, actually. I want you to be less empathic. My empaths always have big hips. Let's be real. You guys, you have extra fat on you. And the reason why is because your body naturally pads itself because you have energy vampires around you. So naturally you vibe high. They don't. They drain your damn energy. They walk away, and then somebody else drains you, and then somebody else drains you. And by the time you get done at the end of the day, you are exhausted. Okay? So the biggest thing I can tell you is I want to make sure that you are spending a little less time. So they're like, hey, let me tell you about my problems. Give them 10 minutes. Don't give them a half hour. Okay? So don't be giving them so much time. Second thing is that when you're talking to somebody and you're an empath, don't put your heart chakra to their heart chakra, especially at the checkout line or anything like that, because that's really where they're draining you from. Because my empath's heart chakras are fabulous. They're amazing, huge, amazing, love them. But that's where everybody you get drained from there. So the biggest thing is spend a little bit less time talking to people, But learn how to say no. Don't be so overly empathic. Empathy means that you can feel other people's emotional states very well because you take those emotions on as your own, and you don't know if it's you, them, or because you're bitter, angry, happy, sad. It's, really happy in a matter of a minute. And you don't know what the hell's going on. I'm like, it's because it's the people around you. You're picking up on their energy. So, Kendra, you will get your kids back, but you know damn well what you need to do to get those kids back. Play the game. Don't be smarter than the game. Play the damn game. If you're supposed to have a job and you're supposed to have a place of residence and you're supposed to have babysitting lined up, do what you need to do, girl, to get them kids back. I am all about family unification and getting people together again, but you got to be willing to do what it takes as a mother to get those kids back. And that means that you got to self-sacrifice some shit. So if that means that you can't go out on the weekend because your babies need you, then you're at home. So, okay, cool. Getting a divorce, 2 years in the process. Keith, you're almost through it, dude. Oh, Lord, you're almost through it. So you're going to find somebody quite significant come November, December. Ooh, you got somebody coming. So get this shit done. Get it done. I'm not, obviously we want to make it even square. I get that. But at the same time, I'm like, make sure that this is done. Because if this is still going on after you meet this person, I don't think you're going to be able to really get what you need here. So that's what I'm like going, let's make sure. Tori is asking, will my son be narcissistic like his father? Let me explain narcissism in a nutshell. Narcissistic boys or men is because their mother spoiled them rotten when she was around. So narcissistic women are because their fathers spoiled them rotten. So if you spoil your son, then he will turn out just like his father, narcissistic. So those are the kids. That's what I always tell my moms, make them do it themselves, because narcissistic people know how to manipulate to get what they want, and they do it through guilt. That's how they do it. So learn how to say no. So that way you don't end up being narcissistic like his father. So, okay, I'm just going to answer 2 more questions here. Brittany's asking, why do I have such scary health symptoms? I don't know, but with you in particular, let's start looking at some autoimmune stuff. I would tell you, let's check out an immunologist. Okay, let's get a little bit more specialized in this shit. So I want an immunologist to check some stuff out with you, because most likely it's a viral issue with you, which is always autoimmune with me. Okay, so, okay. Holy moly, they're going 100 miles an hour. Jennifer is asking, tomorrow is the anniversary of my mom's death. How do I know? That was weird. How do I know if she's around? Watch the birds. Watch birds and watch your electricity. There's going to be something also significant when it comes to some musical stuff. So I don't know if she's going to play your favorite song on the radio or something along this lines. So, but she's going to do something pretty significant to let you know that she's around. Make sure that you ask her specifically to give you a sign, and she will. Okay. So, okay, everybody, I just want to thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm going to have to start wearing glasses when I do these from here on out, because like I said, that's just small enough that I can't read it. So, but I want to thank everybody for attending. Like I said, I do these once a month. I also do something called a Q&A. And the Q&As are more about like spiritual things and metaphysical things, like, what crystal's good for this, or, I'm seeing this, what does this mean type of stuff. So I just want to thank everybody for watching again. Make sure that you subscribe, give this video a like or a thumbs up. It helps with the ratings and all that weird shit. So, and then lastly, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, please do so. Go to my website, psychickelly.com. It's at the very bottom. I like to send out a newsletter about once a week. I don't want to bombard your emails and stuff with stuff. So, but again, want to thank everybody so much for coming. And like I said, the webcam, that's going to go away because clearly it doesn't work. So, but thanks guys for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. And like I said, there is a full moon. Get those crystals out to charge. Don't take people's attitudes personally. Like I said, people's emotions are kind of a little batshit crazy right now. So don't take people's emotions or their attitudes personally. Don't, okay? So have a wonderful weekend, guys. Take care. Bye. Thanks for watching.